Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith and this is your Jis News for Monday, July 7. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has called on CARICOM to issue a clear and unified statement on matters relating to small island developing states, climate change and the post-2015 development agenda. She was speaking during the business session of last week's 35th meeting of the CARICOM Heads of Government Conference in Antigua and Barbuda. Mrs. Simpson-Miller said in order to have small island issues incorporated in the global agenda, the region must speak with one voice. The Prime Minister also pledged Jamaica's assistance through technical support to advance issues of regional interest. CARICOM member states, including Jamaica, are now preparing for discussions on the sustainability and unique vulnerabilities of small island developing states at the 3rd International Meeting on S.I.D.S. It's to be held in Samoa later this year. Meanwhile, coming out of the Antigua and Barbuda meeting, CARICOM heads have approved the draft strategic plan for the community. It identifies 8 integrated strategic priorities for the region over the 5-year period 2015 to 2019 and outlines key areas of interventions for each. The Bureau of Standards Jamaica BSJ is undergoing a $6.8 million restructuring, which will see greater collaboration between the entity and the United States Food and Drug Administration, the US FDA. Commerce Minister Anthony Hilton says the BSJ's restructuring from a regulatory and enforcement agency to a service provider is central to helping local enterprises meet the demands of multilateral trading systems. Partner status with the US FDA will allow all Jamaican processed food manufacturers to export to the United States once they have been accredited by the BSJ.
Previously, for those who ship processed foods, you have experienced on many occasions when you ship to the United States that the container in which you ship and the food that you ship is held up for further inspection. With this status, by getting the BSJ approval, the Bureau of Standards of Jamaica's approval, your entrance and access to the US market becomes simpler.
The minister was speaking recently at the Jamaica Exporters Association 2014 Awards Banquet. The country's Information and Communications Technology and Business Process Outsourcing ICT BPO sector has been boosted by a $56 million grant under the Compete Caribbean program. The grant has been allocated through the Business Process Industry Association of Jamaica, which applied for technical assistance support to establish a call center incubator at the Montego Bay Free Zone. An agreement to formalize the project was signed recently between the association and the Inter-American Development Bank, which administers the Compete Caribbean program. Industry Minister Anthony Hilton has welcomed the initiative, saying it fits in with the government's move to further develop Jamaica's ICT BPO sector, which currently employs about 14,000 people.
Not only is the incubator needed, I think it will also spur further development. It will attract further investment in the sector because it is a sector that is fast growing. Jamaica is building its reputation in this area.
Jamaica has made important gains in HIV and AIDS treatment, with 43% of infected persons living longer and more productive lives. Health Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson says his ministry is moving to ensure greater efficiency and coverage for affected persons. To that end, he says integration of the National Family Planning Board with the National HIV/STI program is far advanced and will help Jamaica meet the Millennium Development Goal with respect to mother-to-child transmission.
A change management and communication plan was developed to guide the integration. Organizational structure and HR manuals have also been developed and will be submitted for approval before the end of this financial year.
He says drafting instructions have also been forwarded to the Chief Parliamentary Council for amendments to the National Family Planning Board Act. In the meantime, continuation of the HIV response up to mid-2018 is being assured through grant funding of an additional $11 million. That makes a total of $19 million in financing from the international community.
We are in the process of preparing our proposal for the grant to take effect in August 2015, ensuring a continuation of our HIV response to the middle of 2018.
And finally, Jamaica is sending 114 athletes to the 20th Commonwealth Games to be held in Glasgow, Scotland between July 23 and August 3. Speaking at the launch of the island's mission to Scotland, Minister responsible for sport Natalie Nita Headley expressed optimism that Jamaica would again celebrate and be celebrated at the Games. She also thanked the athletes and support staff for their work to prepare for the Commonwealth Games.
We acknowledge with gratitude the contribution of our sport managers, the administrators, coaches, and professionals who continue to devote their skills and expertise in the national interest. We are eternally grateful to you.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.